is so difficult.
What do you... It's a cave, that's why.
We are officially stranded here for the next 7 days.
They got electricity? See, they're already doing better than cavemen. This is such a bad idea. Whoa! Don't be jumping off stuff like that. If you don't get to the end of the cave, you gotta stay longer than 7 days. Like, you gotta get to the end. You better get to the end.
If we fall, we would die.
Yeah. Okay, so death is on the table?
Why was it not on the table? Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome back to Think Reacts, where today we're reacting to the newest Mr. Beast video, 7 Days Stranded in a Cave. For $500,000? $800,000? For no money? For no money? What? So maybe he's actually stranded in this one. I mean, it does say, I didn't think surviving in a cave would be that challenging. Really? A week in a cave? I feel like, you know, cavemen were a little tougher than us. They like didn't have air conditioning or like electricity or I don't know, computers that they could watch Mr. Beast videos on.
I don't normally do intros like
Okay,
this,
here
but
we
I'm
go.
currently descending hundreds of feet into a cave.
Don't you always do intros like this?
Kilometers deep into the earth. And whether we like it or not, as soon as my
Whoa.
friends and I touch the ground,
Oh, so it
we
is.
are officially stranded here for the next 7 days.
Okay, and by the way, I pause the videos a lot when I react. If that annoys you, go check out the original link in the description. But you know, I always thought that like being on the Mr. Beast crew was just like teasing each other, making fun of each other, and sometimes annoying contestants, giving them extra challenges. But it looks like, well, you have to do some stuff like live in a cave for 7 days.
That might have been the scariest thing I've ever done.
I could
First things first, we gotta get really far away
Bro,
from where
I
we were
could
held
not
down.
do that.
Why? If it storms, this entire area could flash flood, fill up like an ocean, and potentially drown us
Jeez, the
all. That's why we're
effects.
going deep into the cave to set up base camp.
Bro, this is just wicked.
Dude, this
Yeah.
is like a different world.
No.
This cave entrance may be beautiful, but looks can be deceiving. We didn't know it yet, but the next 7 days will by far be the hardest
Oh,
of our
and
entire
oh,
lives.
no.
Alright, it's gonna get dark.
Ah, look at this. Playing Minecraft. Okay, whatever. Love it.
Camp, we're screwed, okay?
You don't
Yeah.
have any idea where you're going.
We're just looking for flat ground to set up camp. Upon entering the mouth of the cave, we stumbled upon an area with high enough elevation to protect us from any flash flooding, meaning that it was perfect for camp.
Yo, it's
Perfect is
so
a crazy
wet
word.
in
Good
there,
enough
though.
is what I would use.
Like,
Good enough for camp. We spent the
Good
rest
enough.
of day one grabbing our supplies that we were dropped with,
Each one of these bags weighs like 80 pounds.
and as you can see by the footage, we spent around 4 hours
This is very hard to traverse.
yo,
getting all of it back up to our base camp. All right,
That's
we've got
dangerous.
some lights on in here. Our supplies are finally at our home base.
What, they got
And if you point
electricity?
the camera over there.
Okay, see, they're already
You'll
doing
see
better
it's
than
pitch black.
cavemen.
It took all day. And so we set up the bare minimum for camping grounds. We drilled
Oh,
holes
yeah,
to hang
that's
up
a really
some
good
ropes.
idea
Grab
so they
these,
don't
pull
fall.
yourself up. Looks like the ropes will be able to support hammocks. And with the help of our
Okay, so
survival
they can
guide,
sleep.
Joel, we hung our hammocks. This thin rope is what holds up my hammock.
Yep.
Ate some
Yeah,
dinner
but
and prepared
it's
for
probably
a very
like got a
cold
steel
night one.
cord in
Not gonna lie, this
or
hammock
whatever.
is way more comfortable than I thought it would be.
Hey.
Oh,
God.
Why is my head
that's
so big?
horrible.
This part of the cave is 2.5 kilometers deep, and we're basically camping at the entrance. Tomorrow, we have a lot of
You
exploring.
have to get to a finish line, and then you got to get all the way out. That seems like not really the finish line.
Horribly.
I didn't.
It's a very perplexing environment. The cave's constantly
I feel
dripping
bad
water
for
on
Mac.
us from
He,
above,
like-
so we put a tarp over us.
He
But
won
even
that.
still,
He
the
won it.
water's
He got on the
dripping into
crew,
our
and now
hammock.
he's
I have an idea. Let's
Stuck
make
in-
our shelter actually
stuck
good.
in a
I
cave.
say we connect these
Look,
tarps so we stay
upgrade
dry
base
while
camp.
we're sleeping.
That's literally genius.
I'm not just a YouTuber, okay?
My hammock gets out right here. Are we serious right now? This is where I just got out of bed.
And we didn't realize it at the time, but this hole is almost 40 feet deep. So while Sean and I got started on the super tarp, Mac
There's
and Carl
definitely
went to
creepers
see how
down there.
dangerous this hole was for themselves.
Do you see my hammock up there? That is where I slept. Now look at
Oh
this.
my
And because
Nah.
everything looks the same, and it's probably
Definitely
pretty hard
not
to
do
follow
this.
us
I'm
in this
way
cave,
too afraid
on
of
this
heights.
map, you can see our home base and how far they're moving away from it.
All right, Mac. It's been real, bro.
Oh, bro, this is crazy.
While the boys are randomly exploring, me and
What
Sean
are they hanging?
actually
What
have to
are-
work on the
oh,
camp.
What is that?
Why is there a sleeping bag over here?
Ew, it's all wet.
Because it smelled like pee.
Oh! Who
Lesson
peed
number
in their
one,
sleeping?
don't rent your sleeping bags.
Why did we rent sleeping bags? Why did we not just
Gross.
buy sleeping bags?
Oh my
We're
goodness,
tying
they
the
couldn't
tarps
afford
together
sleeping
to
bags, they
create one
rented
mega
them?
tarp. Don't mind me just
Ew.
trusting this rope with my life. And meanwhile, Mac and Carl were still in a hole.
Yeah, what?
my
Oh no, no.
And eventually, they finally made it to the bottom. We're supposed to be working on camp.
We just wanted to show how dangerous camp was.
Just don't fall. It's a skill issue.
Well, they're at the bottom.
And even though they should have been on their way back,
How are they
Kloï
gonna fall?
insisted on seeing how deep they could go.
Bro, this is just so crazy.
You think you can make it through the
Yeah,
river?
no. That's a terrible idea.
So, this river actually runs throughout the entire cave, which means we'll be spending some time in it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there they are.
Tell me you guys cooked.
Oh, we cooked.
That's right.
How'd they get
A
up
new home,
above?
am I right?
Didn't they
Let's
go down?
go.
We now have a roof.
Look at this. I'm not gonna lie, actually kind of gross.
And we moved the fire pit to this little cove we found. What do you think?
It's warmer.
Now wait a
Cozy.
second.
These rocks
Hold
trap
on.
the heat here and block the pee from the rocks above.
That was one thing I was thinking because they were saying they cooked, and I was wondering about the fire and smoke. They were actually really smart with this. This is like a propane fire. They didn't like, caveman, campfire, get some wood and, make fire. So there's no smoke from it. Like a wood burning fire would have.
It's not pee.
Yeah, that would
What
be.
do I call it?
I don't know, maybe rain or something.
But it's not rain, it's rock.
Baby.
Wait, point it up. Do you see clouds? No, you see rocks. It's not rain.
Rock
It's-
pee.
Rock pee.
Rock pee originated from Jimmy's brain. The water that dripped from the cave ceiling, there's most definitely not the pee of a rock. Rocks cannot pee. That is impossible.
Rock pee, fine.
All right, it's rock pee. And after a much drier night of sleep, we decided to have Joel, our survival expert, help us get all the way to the end of the cave.
There you
Cave!
go. Good thinking.
Cave!
Cave! Cave!
Wait, so they were there the whole
Let's see
time without the
how deep in
expert, or he's
cave
been
we
there the
can
whole
make it.
time?
Now, keep in mind, we are still just at the beginning
Dude,
of this massive
that is
cave.
so
And our goal
cool,
is to
the way
make it
that they,
all the
like,
way through
make it
without
3D.
dying, of course. Oh my gosh, this is kind of steep.
Bro, you ain't seen nothing yet.
We're going deep in the cave.
Journey to Cave Ed.
Sucking your guts.
Wait, it's already day
I
3?
don't
This
actually
seems
think I'm gonna fit. The interesting
easy.
part about cave exploration
Oh, no,
is
it's
1
not
second
easy.
you're barely fitting through cracks in the rocks.
Oh my god, this is so tight.
And then the next, you're in a massive chamber, so big that in order to see it all, we had to do this.
Blair?
Woo! Oh my god! I can actually see now. This is awesome. This thing is bright. Woo! Bro, look at how cool this is. Yeah!
So
I'm
bright,
sure
I
it
can't even look
echoes
at it.
too.
I'm
I don't know how.
blinded.
Oh no!
There's no echo from
Oh
the
no!
mics.
In hindsight,
Uh-oh.
we probably didn't
Oh.
use that the most effectively. Lead the way. And so we continued on.
Feel free, there's a really good handle up the top
Right here?
there. And then you can sort of swing a foot around onto this one.
Like this?
Yeah, yep, perfect.
Joel, the best caving guide ever. No one's died yet.
Well, that's good.
This is where things get interesting.
What is
So
this?
he's probably been here.
From this point on, wetsuits, we're going for a swim.
Yesterday, Mac and Carl
They have
were
wetsuits.
joking about doing this, but the rest of this cave adventure takes place in a freezing river.
No.
Meaning
This
wetsuits
is.
are the only way to not get hypothermia.
Why are we doing this?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Because you die after you do it.
So in order to
Yes,
get to the
once
end of
in
the
a
cave,
lifetime.
We have to hop in this river and fight the rapids through this tiny hole in the rock. And
Oh
carefully squeeze our
no!
way through.
No! No!
But we'll take your feet behind you a little bit.
All right, I'm getting in the river.
Want to follow the wall around to the.
So they're going against the current, or
You got it, Jimmy.
you gotta pull against it?
Jimmy, I need you to pull yourself up out of the water.
Oh my god! What's crazy about doing this so cold. Is when you're completely
And it's-
submerged in freezing cold water,
Yeah.
gripping onto the rocks becomes incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy! Matt, Carl, let's go! And even though this obstacle was difficult, it's nothing compared to what's up ahead. Hey, boys, we're now 10% done! Which means we've only scratched the
10%?
surface of this expedition, and we still have over 2 kilometers remaining to reach the end.
Are they
As you
gonna
can
go back
see,
to?
It rains in this
camp,
cave
or-
24/7, so
Oh,
I'm making
they-
a chill spot for us to hang out in and not get wet.
Wait,
It
so what
rains
did
in
he?
this
What they
cave.
call it? The cave peas. Oh, I thought that was his name, the cave peer. That's how the sleeping bag smelled like pee.
24/7.
What is
so
this
I'm
all
making
about
a chill
pee?
spot for us to hang out in and not get wet.
Okay.
I wonder what it would look like if I wasn't here to build all this. Pretty sure they'd just be sleeping in a pile on a wet rock.
Yeah, you can see the propane tank there.
Keep moving now that the bodies are wet. You got it. Temperatures are going to drop quickly.
Why is this so difficult?
What do you? It's a cave. That's why.
The worst part is, every inch we go this way is an
gotta
inch
go
we
back.
gotta go that way to
Yeah.
get back to camp. Our next obstacle may be out of the water, but that doesn't make it any easier to get through.
Spider, I don't see a spider.
That
No!
means it's probably on us.
Oh my
I hate
goodness!
This cave is like a Mr. Beast video. The further you go, the harder Just straight up, if we didn't have Joel, I'd be dead. And after 3 hours,
Dude.
Joel had some bad news for us.
The water's too high and we've taken too long. We're gonna have to turn around for today and head back to camp.
I disagree! You can't disagree with the safety expert!
Yeah, exactly.
I disagree! Well, we can't
What are
really
you
disagree.
doing?
It turns out we wasted way too much time filming and playing with flares to the point where we now had to restart and attempt
Why?
this mission another day.
The water, is it tidal?
Sean, we're back! What did you do while we were gone?
Hopefully nobody gets wet now.
Bro, I didn't even know we packed lights.
Yeah, they're awesome, right?
Sadly, we only made it 20%
They don't look
through
that
the cave
cold
today.
anymore.
But mark my words, we will go the distance in a future day.
I doubt it. That's not gonna happen.
We might rest on day 4, and then on day 5, try to go all the way to the end of the cave and see what's there. Day 3 was a lot of fun.
You know, I feel like if you don't get to the end of the cave, you gotta stay longer than 7 days. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta get to the end. You better get to the end.
See you guys tomorrow.
And after a third miserable night in the cave, the next morning we only had one thing
Who's
in mind.
sleeping in the pea sleeping bag?
Would literally save my life right now.
Oh, showering would be awesome.
I haven't showered in 4 days.
As you can imagine, showering inside a cave isn't easy. We had
Objective
to hike
shower.
all the way back to where we rappelled in to safely reach the riverbed.
That's not a shower.
I feel my brain.
Why didn't you go in the cave pee?
My forehead is frostbite. Let's use the drone to dry our heads off. Come here, drone.
A little further, stop.
It's actually working.
Yeah, it is working.
Who needs a hairdryer when you have a drone? And after we dried off, we sat down with Joel to plan our journey. What is this, Joel?
This is the map of the cave.
Last time, we had to stop because of the fast-moving water, but the rains have been slowing, so we might just
Oh,
get
it's
a
been
window to reach the end
raining.
by
Okay,
tomorrow.
it's not tidal.
This is about to be wild.
First, we'll need to pass some of those same rapids from yesterday, dive off massive
Whoa!
cliffs, and avoid jagged rocks. And
That's
if
such
we
a
can
bad
make it past
idea.
all
Don't be
that,
jumping off
we'll
stuff like
finally
that.
make it to the beautiful glowworm chamber.
Don't
The
tell us what that
what?
looks like. I want us to be surprised.
Do you think
The
we're gonna make it?
glowworm chamber?
Nah, let's not play that game. We're all gonna make it.
With tomorrow's plan thoroughly
That's a
mapped
real
out,
thing?
we rested up and made feastable s'mores
I had a
to
little
regain our
glowworm when I was a
energy.
kid.
cheers.
Like, it was a
Joel's
little-
about to have his first
kind of
feasible
like a
s'more.
stuffed animal.
Joel, be honest.
Oh, wow.
Joel approves?
Joel approved.
Why didn't we whip this chocolate out earlier? This just got like 10 times more fun.
Guys, for real, if you've never tried s'mores with Feastables, you're really missing out.
Tomorrow, we're gonna explore the entire cave. We'll see you guys then.
So we tried to sleep
Yeah,
as much
we'll
as we
see.
could and prepare for tomorrow's journey to the end of the cave. We're about to embark on one of the most dangerous journeys of my
Journey
life.
to
Because of our
cave.
experience from day 3 and focusing
I feel like they're
less
gonna
on
do
filming,
it if
we
they
were
made
able to
that
make
the
progress
objective.
way faster.
Oh, wait, was that the objective
Water's
before?
gone.
Just like the other day, bro.
Yo,
And
that.
to ensure our best chance of survival,
no
in addition
joke.
to Joel, we brought another survival expert with us. This is where we had to stop on day 3. How we doing?
We're making much better time.
Behind us,
Okay.
it's pitch black. Where do we go?
This area gets narrow, the current's strong, so we're gonna use the walls and kind of climb our way along.
This is such a bad idea.
Jump for that first rock. There's a couple of good rocks around the corner as well you can get
Oh
a
my
hang on
goodness.
to.
You get swept away under there, you're done.
My feet aren't touching
There's no
the ground
bottom?
right now.
Because we couldn't reach the ground, this meant that if we let go now, we could get swept away by the
Gone.
strong current directly beneath us. Joel, what are we doing?
I would go into here if you can. That's a good one.
I can't even see where I'm going.
They're like sort of hyperventilating. They actually look scared.
It's gonna get way gentler.
I go in here?
Yep, in the hole.
In the. Wait, really?
This might be the most insane thing we've ever done. We are much deeper in the cave than we've ever been. And we're
Okay.
now approaching our first serious
All right,
obstacle.
they're like halfway.
Basically, the water's recirculating, so if you fall in, it takes you to the bottom and it keeps you there.
If we fall, we would die.
Yeah.
Okay, so death is on the table?
This is
Yeah,
just
definitely-
not
when
what
was
I
it-
thought I was signing up for.
When was it not on the table?
Yeah, perfect.
Well done. Yeah. Oops.
Caving, it's a lot harder than I thought.
You can tell how strong this river is because it created this entire cave. And fun fact,
That's fair.
we're not as strong as a cave. I'm barely as strong as a human.
Well, fortunately for us, rather than Carl leading this expedition, we've got the literal
Oh, it's
Avenger,
getting slower.
Joel. And
There you
just
go.
to prove how much of an expert he is, this man literally flexed on us by jumping off a cliff.
No, he did. Are you kidding me? What
Oh
is?
my God.
Why?
Crazy.
This is a bit crazy. Surely one of you guys are keen? I'm crazy!
No
Yeah,
shot
Max
you want to
crazy,
do
yeah.
that.
What are you talking about? I'm doing it right now, baby.
He does this.
Godspeed, Max.
After everything Jimmy's put me through.
Yo, no, why you gotta show the spiders?
3, 2, 1. You
go. We gotta keep going or we won't hit the end.
Oh, gee, I can't do it. We're running out of time. He's
Can we
scared.
go downstream? Why are we always fighting the current?
I might just start drifting away. I might just give it up.
There are sharp rocks underneath.
Because
the water.
they're like
You
heading back
cannot see
up.
them, so watch your step.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
It's getting deep again.
I can't. I need to put my feet on.
And if the sharp rocks weren't enough of a challenge, it seems like with every step we took,
Oh, bro, I can't see anything. This is terrifying.
the cave became darker, tighter.
Wait,
And
why would it
ruthless
ever be
enough that
light
we
at
began to
all? There should be
question
no
if we
light
could
in there,
even
period.
get to the finish line.
Bro, he looks tired.
Exhausting. This cave is about to get a lot harder, and I have
What?
something I need to show all of you. Joel, can I see your bag? Thank you. You know what you've been carrying?
What have I been carrying?
Oh,
The
jeez.
brand new Mr. Beast Lab Swarm.
Go give him a try. And after more brutal trekking throughout the cave, we finally arrived
Wow, that is
at
dark.
the glowworm chamber.
Oh, come on, I gotta see
This better
this.
be worth it.
Yeah, it
Alrighty,
better be
team.
worth it.
Welcome to the glow
Oh,
room chamber.
so I feel like they have to put light and then...
Holy
No
That is
way.
crazy.
That's
Dude,
gotta
this
be
does not
enhanced.
look like it's Earth.
All of the lights you see here are actually created by tiny bioluminescent glowworms.
Okay, yeah.
That kind of looks like
So
the
they must
Milky
have-
Way galaxy. Wow. And
That's
this
cool.
moment, this view, honestly, made that trek worth it.
While making it to the glowworms was
Really?
definitely worth the trip, our journey was still not over. Because we
So
had
they
to go all
probably
the
like
way back
react to the
base
light
camp.
and glow from that.
It's almost day
I would
6.
guess.
They're not back, and I'm exhausted. I don't know if I'll be able
Oh.
to sleep though. Just worried with them being gone so long.
They were
The
gone
trip
so
back is
long
way
that
easier because we're just
they're
floating
going with
the
it,
current.
yeah.
Now, because you guys have already seen the trip, we're
Don't
going to
go too
expedite
far,
the way
though.
back. But seriously, this whole journey took so long, we crossed into day 6 before reaching camp.
Dude, how long was it? I wonder what time they started.
Guys, I was starting to get worried.
Happy day 6.
Day 6, let's go.
All we had energy to do was thaw out by the fire and finally eat some food. That was a very
That's food?
adventurous day.
That
I'll
looked
see
like
you guys
chips
tomorrow
or something, but like it was like
or later today.
what was that he was eating? It says strawberry granola in a bag. You don't have a bowl? I think it's cereal or something.
That was a very adventurous day. I'll see you guys tomorrow or later today. It is day 6. Yeah, maybe today. I don't know. Despite being physically obliterated from our excruciatingly long hike, no matter what I did, I was really struggling to fall asleep.
Why? That's weird. Well, that's probably part of it. He's not sleeping next to Maggie anymore.
I spent 7 days in solitary confinement, 7 days buried alive, 7 days on a raft, and I'm gonna be honest, I think this is harder than all of those. You're
Well, I think
constantly
it's like
soggy
so much
and
like, yeah,
cold.
you're wet
I
all the
just keep
time, you're
hitting
cold,
my body
and
on
it's
these
physical.
hard rocks,
Yeah.
and it hurts. 90% of the time, this cave is miserable. But between me and you,
Carl, can you see me?
That's the world's brightest flashlight.
there are moments of fun in this cave. From concrete
yeah.
it's 300 feet underground.
300
Me and the boys
feet,
laughing in
100
our
meters
hammocks.
underground.
All the misery is worth it. Because when you're in good company,
Let's make whale noises.
this wet,
Oh, that's
cold,
cool. That's
rocky,
gotta be cool to hear the
miserable
echo.
cave can easily transform into the most beautiful trip of our lives.
I wonder where it was. Like, where in the world?
We cannot leave until everything is picked up. And
Yes,
when I say everything,
that's good.
I mean everything.
No, that's good. Yeah. So they just like slept
get
through
outta here.
all of day
And
6.
after our journey back to the mouth of the cave,
Oh, it looks so good up there.
we had one more surprise for
How
Joel.
are they gonna
And
climb
before we head
that?
out, Joel, as a show of gratitude, we got you 50,000 New Zealand dollars. So it's 10
Oh.
grand for every human you didn't let die.
So there it is, right there. I was wondering where in the world it is. It's in New Zealand, and they gave the guy $50,000. Wait, does everyone get $50,000? This guy too? And Mac and Carl.
Thanks so much, Jim.
We love you, Joel. Yeah, we got that out
Wait.
the way.
So
Let's
they
leave.
just had one, but the other guy who made your
After
camp all nice and
7
warm.
days, we're finally leaving.
Oh, they're getting pulled up because they're too tired to do it themselves.